Hey gamers, Ranger Tony here, back with long-awaited new stream. Been out of commission because I have had terrible internet. Thankfully, I was planning to move to a new apartment. I am in the new apartment. Internet came on today. It is good. We are going to go and do some more stuff. So, we are back in Skyrim. And I have been, in the meantime, while I haven't been streaming, I've been mucking around with some builds, and I found something really interesting. This is a Destruction Mage build. Now, I have mentioned before the problems, or maybe I haven't. There are problems playing a mage. If you play any character that does physical damage, one-handed, two-handed, bows, what have you, with the exception of fists, really, your damage increases as you go up in skill. And then on top of that, you can use smithing to increase the damage of your weapons. And then you can enchant them to give them extra damage as well. You really don't have the same mechanism with magic. None of the schools of magic give you any major advantage as you go up in skill. So it doesn't matter whether I am level, if I've got 20 points in destruction or 100 points in destruction, my spell will essentially do the same damage. Now, I'm saying essentially because there are some perks that you can get which will improve the damage, but they're nowhere near on the levels of what happens with regular weapons. So, as an example, you can, without using any real cheats or anything like that, you can set up a two-handed weapon, like a two-handed hammer, late game, that will be doing easily 300 points of damage per hit. There's not really any spells in the base game that will do that. There is some new spells in Creation Club content, and there's actually another item which I think is really useful. So you're at a disadvantage in general, right? You cannot do a huge amount of damage, or you can't do the same amount of damage with your spells as you can with weapons. But we can do some stuff to get us close, okay? And you can set yourself up to make it easier for yourself from the start, using some of the new stuff in the Creation Club. Now, I'm planning on doing like a walkthrough video of this, 30 minutes to an hour or something, where I talk about all of this in detail, about how you do it all. But the basics of what I'm doing here is going to be as follows. We are going to be concentrating primarily on destruction and alteration. We are going to get the new spells that are available from the Creation Club. There's a bunch of elemental spells, which basically there's 4 of them. There's an adept, there's a novice, an apprentice, an adept, and an expert. There is no master spell. And in Skyrim, all of the master spells that come with the base game, or there are no master spells that are provided as part of the Creation Club. But all of the master spells, in my opinion, are garbage, right? Because they take too long to cast. But the elemental spell that you can get a novice, apprentice, adept, and expert versions of, those spells essentially do 4 types of damage, because they are fire damage as well as shock damage, and they drain, like cold does, they drain stamina, and like shock does, they drain magicka and or they're supposed to anyway, and they apply the burning effect. But they're like fireballs when you cast them, so it's a little bit, you know, you've got to aim them right. Sometimes you'll miss. They do have a fairly large area of effect, so you can often take out more than one opponent with them if they're close, or if you miss by a little bit, you can still take out the guy that you're missing for. So there is that. So that's the spell that we're going to concentrate. We're going to concentrate on using those spells and getting those spells as soon as possible. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to get Hodden Sikis, I can't remember the exact pronunciation of the name. There is a staff that we can get. It is not that difficult to get at fairly low levels. It's a little tricky. It's guarded by a bunch of high-level necromancers and mages. I think 3 of them, with a couple of undead hanging around. But once we get that, that staff is super powerful. It has 3 abilities. Firstly, it has the soul drain ability, so when you use it on an opponent, if they die within 60 seconds, you get their soul, which is nice. And I'm running a mod which handles the souls a little bit better, so it can move souls around between soul gems so that they fill better, and there's less chance of having a grand soul gem filled by a petty soul. Or if it is, a higher soul will push that soul out, and so forth. So that's interesting. The second ability of this staff is that it has a telekinetic push, very similar to the Unrelenting Force Shout, except it is a small bolt which will hit just one opponent at a time. But that is really useful for interrupting the enemies, particularly if someone is wanting to melee you. You can knock them back, and then they are knocked down, and the time it takes them to get up, you can hurl some more magic them or heal yourself or whatever you need to do. But the third ability that makes this staff an absolute must is that when you are passively holding that staff in your hand, it is like a continuous ward. Now, it's the lowest level ward, it's the novice level ward, so it only protects against 40 points of magic, but you would be surprised how effective that is. And it costs you 0 magicka to keep this ward there, and it doesn't drain the staff. This makes it super, super powerful. So what the idea is that we are basically going to run around with the staff in our right hand, a spell in our left hand, and that's how we're going to go for a significant portion of the game. We are also going to aim to do a few other things. 1, we're going to try and get our magic resistance as high as possible. 2, we're going to be using which we're using Alteration for, but we're also going to be using Alteration to increase our flesh spells that we can use to armor ourselves. And then we're going to use enchanting, and I haven't ever done this before in a playthrough online. What we're going to do is we're going to use enchanting to wipe out the mana cost of destruction. Right? So once your enchanting level is high enough, you can actually get head, body, ring, and necklace, and I've found a special item, which is a pair of boots that you can put the destruction enchantment on. And if you do that, you can wear 5 pieces of equipment that can reduce the mana requirement for destruction spells. And if that means if you can get all of those to 20%, no magic is needed to cast any destruction spell. Doesn't matter whether it's a novice spell or a master spell, you can cast all of them for nothing. So that's what we're going to be aiming for. And even if we can't get, even if it's going to take, 20 levels to get to that point where we can cast that, we can create those magical items, we're going to use as many enchanted items as we can to reduce the cost of our destruction spells as much as possible. Because we want to be able to continually just cast magic. Now, we're not going to dual cast Destruction at all. Dual casting in Skyrim for magic, with the exception of Conjuration, dual casting is not really all that useful. As an example, in Destruction, if we dual cast a spell, it does, and we have the perk for it, it will do 2.2 times the damage, but it costs 2.8 times the mana to do it. So it's really not worth it. Alteration spells, you can get them to last longer if you dual cast them, so that is useful. And with conjuration spells, if you're using conjuration, you can get more powerful enemy summons, and they last longer if you dual cast them. But basically, illusion, destruction, and restoration, it is really not worthwhile dual casting them until we get the ability to cast our destruction spells for 0 magicka. When we get to that point, if we can reduce our magicka down to nothing, we can dual cast every single spell continuously, and it costs us absolutely nothing. So that's what we're going to do. I have done this. I have gotten my destruction skill up to 100 and actually made it legendary, and that works really well as well. I hope to show that in this series of playthroughs. So yeah, let's dive in with a new start. And actually, you know what? We might not start the classic Skyrim start, just because I'm sick and tired of sitting through all of that. We might do something different. But we are going to start. Now, anyone who's anyone will tell you that the best race to pick for a mage is the High Elf, because they have their highborn power that allows them to regenerate magic quickly, as you can read off the screen right there, like I just did. They also start with 50 extra magicka. That's nice. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to go with Breton. I've done this before. I've made a Breton that was magic resistance. That's the reason why I want Breton. The magic resistance. We want to get this resistance as high as possible. Actually, just excuse me a sec. I want to see how good my stream looks on Twitch now that I have the better bitrate and all that sort of stuff. And yes, it's run at 1060p at 60 frames. Wonderful. I was really, really struggling at my old apartment to get any sort of decent frames, which was why I wasn't streaming. So we're going to do this. This is the guy we're going to choose. I had an idea. I mean, I've called this playthrough on Twitch, I've called it the Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah, let's go with that. It doesn't look a huge amount like Benedict Cumberbatch, but it looks a little bit. We'll at least make the facial hair a little bit more. Yeah, maybe that one. And that hair color's not too bad, although I think the hair color should be a bit... Hang on, he has dark brown hair, doesn't he? Or even black. Something like... Yeah, that'll do. Okay, but this isn't going to be Seething Strange because, you know... It's going to be Wally Weird. So, I did say I'm running a few mods. I will try and put an update down below on the mod list that I'm running. There's not a huge amount. This is the new mod which does working with Soul Trap, and there is a whole leveling mechanic there, but I don't want to, because I think it only allows you to gather, like you can level up in your soul trapping ability based on your conjuration skill, and that determines what skill levels you can take, but I'm not going to use that. So what these two options here will do is they will take a soul. If the soul is too big to fit in the available gems, it'll shrink the soul down rather than discarding it. But it will also, if there is a gem that has a smaller soul in it, so let's say we've got a greater soul gem and it has a petty soul in it, and we get a common soul, it will push the petty soul out of that gem and put the common soul in its place, and it will try and relocate that petty soul to another gem if it can, otherwise it will throw it away. This just, in particular, this soul relocation, I like the idea of, because it means we can fill up soul gems as much as possible. And I don't have to worry about... See, previously, whenever I've done any of these sorts of playthroughs, I've always been worried about taking high-level soul gems that are empty out on missions with me, because they inevitably get filled up with petty or lesser, and it's a waste. Then you've got to, there's nothing you can do. You have to use that. You know, you might have a grand or a greater soul gem and you've got to just use it up, and it's an absolute waste. This gets around it, so that's why we're doing that. Let me just set up my SkyUI the way I like it. The main thing here is I always like to make sure that this active effects on the HUD, which is the little effects that pop up over here, show whenever there is any amount of time left on those abilities. Otherwise, that was only showing when there's 180 seconds or less. I want to see every effect that's on me. So we're doing that, and that's it. Nothing else we're going to change. I'll do a quick save. Let's see what we've got here.
And choose where your new life shall begin.
Ooh, should I try and escape this cell? That is going to make it hard. Camping in the woods. That's the Daggerfall one. I'm not doing that today. Sure. Let's escape the cell. I also have my mod that adds the unlock and lock spells that I use. I like that mod. I am going to, where possible, use that over lockpicks going forward. But as for right now, we don't have that spell, so we've got to do whatever we can. Get out of here. I better set myself up, hadn't I? I might use Conjure Familiar. Ignore that. That is part of the Morrowind. Morrowind? No, Daggerfall mod. Or Skyfall, as it's called. I don't know what it does. I think there's a chance to end up with imp wings in your inventory that you can't get rid of, so that's a spell which gets rid of them. I don't know. I don't use it. Okay. I need to set up that, and we'll do that for the moment. Let's get that set. quite frankly, I think we're going to be all right just with this. I don't think I'm going to need much more. And what I mean there is I'm not going to have to worry about sparks or other spells immediately. Okay, we do have two guys here. Okay, this guy is protecting me. Is he going to come or not? Maybe, can I... No, I got this guy coming first. Okay. I don't want to be carrying too much stuff here. I'm looking mostly to carry high value items. And that's not going to work, so let's just do it from here. I don't know why he's stuck there, not moving, but I'm not going to complain about it. Ooh, definitely want that. Ectoplasm. I don't want any more lockpicks. I'll take the fur armor and that for the moment, but I'm probably going to drop stuff before too long. We'll come back to this exit later. Man, I would love a light spell right about now. Gold. I don't want the bone meal. I'll take the sword. It's not really worth much, though. Early game, I need money to buy spells. And healing potions, but I don't know that I'll need that many healing potions early on, if I'm honest. Well, but I hope I don't need that many healing potions early on, I suppose is what I'm getting at. This guy up here. That's right, I can... He's going to run away. I will do some looting first. Oh, good. Merchant's clothes and barkeep's clothes. We're going to take those because, well, first of all, I want to be wearing the merchant's clothes rather than the rough tunics. But also, and yes, I want to sell stuff, but I want to keep the merchant's clothes as something to enchant later on. Maybe. Is this guy going to come back? Eventually he comes back. And I can zap him again. Get a bit of burn on him. I searched that. I did search that dresser. Let's go up. Really wish I had a light spell. None of this food is blowing my skirt up, as it were. Or cabbage stew. No. I'm not really going to be using vegetable soup through this run because I just don't see the need for it. I don't need stamina for anything, so you know, it's a bit of a case of why should I bother burdening myself carrying around or even looking for the ingredients for vegetable soup when I'm just never going to use it. Wish I could find some more boots or robes or something. Don't recall if there are any robes in here. I don't think there are. This is it. That is... There's nothing there. That's one of the exits out, but I'm not going to take that one. I'm going to use a different exit. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of exits. There's only two. So hopefully this guy is back here. No. Close by and we can lure him back. Yep. I may just have to go and kill him, you know. He's just through. There's a hole in the wall over there. That's where he is. The problem is there can also be another second ghost in here. Oh no, there isn't. Rightio. We'll give it a try. Quick save first. Now I'm not claiming that this method... Oh, good, a soul gem. I'm not claiming that this method of doing things with the Hasedoki's, or whatever his name is, staff, is like a foolproof way to get through the game without dying or anything like that. But the ability to have a ward that is always on and able to... Well, I should actually clarify that. The ward is not always on. The ward, there is one time when the ward is not active, and that's when you're attacking. So as you charge up a spell, the ward drops, primarily so that you can cast the spell, as it were. But it is still really useful to have this continuous ward that you can use. I search his body. I did. Cool. Just didn't want everything on it. Come back this way. What do we have here? There's some more gold. Oops. Didn't take it. There we go. Oh, good. Magic potion. Some fine clothes. Very nice. I think I'm already wearing fine clothes, aren't I? No, I'm wearing merchant's clothes. Let's switch to the fine clothes. I just need some decent shoes now because I better look pretty silly. Yeah. Fine clothes and foot wraps. Good. More magic potions. Two-handed increase. I'll take it. Another soul gem. Very nice. Take the iron ingots, because I should have actually checked to see if some of these pots and plates and things are worth anything. If any of these books or chump change, I don't want them. They're just going to slow me down. I think we are pretty much done in here. I don't think that... Oh, I missed a sword. I don't think there's much else we can get. Oh, hang on a sec. Let's just make sure that on any of the ghost bodies, anything made of leather, and I want initially so that I can make my leather pouches and so forth that I'm going to use, which is just a simple way of helping carry things. Last thing yeah, those hide boots will break down. It just annoys me that I have to worry about carrying capacity. Right. So, did I leave anything? This ghost, let's just quickly check. You had fur shoes, and this ghost, you had fur shoes, they're no use. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm going to take this exit now. Other skeleton here, he's just got gold on him, that's nice. Chest here. Take it all, don't want the lockpicks though. Skeleton there, more gold. What's in the satchel? Some more gold. Barrel, don't care. All right. We're not doing survival mode this run. A couple more bodies here. Gold, some gold. And it's time to make our way out of here. Now that there is... what's the name of that? I can't think of the name of that. But that's actually the castle that you can go to if you're looking for the bound bow. We've got two options here. We can go back this way to Windhelm and then take a cart to Whiterun. That's actually probably the safest route. There may be some wolves or things along here, but that's probably the safest route. The other route, though, is to go this way, but that means we have to go past Volthium Towers, and they will attack me. But I think that's the way I want to go, because I'm a bit of a glutton for punishment like that. So... Ooh, see, I can... Is this the way? No, damn it, they're going to Windhelm. Damn it. I was hoping I could follow them and they would help soak up some damage. Why are you swimming? You're both swimming. Now I'm stuck behind you. Right. I want to go explore these little... Where's the other? Is it up the top of the... I'm getting turned around here. I thought there was a... I am definitely getting turned around. Actually, you know what? I think we're better off going out the other exit of the prison, now that I think about it. I do this prison so... No, this is not a... G'day, Black... Mandrope Moth? Sorry, no, this is not a Nord playthrough. This is a Breton. I suppose another Breton, because I've done Bretons before. But this is a full-on Destruction Mage, but a slightly different approach. Actually, I'm not sure I can get back out of here. I can't get up. Close the trap door, but I can't get up there. So, okay. Well, made that bed, got a lie in it. Wish I could slip through there maybe, but no. Okay. Try and keep as far away from these mages as possible. Yeah, I was going for that thing over there. When you come out the front entrance of the cavern, you end up over there. Let's... Oh, I should have come out that entrance after all. So yeah, you come out that entrance there, you can then walk over that way and you can go over to there, and there's this little crushed cabin. Has a few supplies in it. We're going to make our way over to it. Actually, there's also a chest up there. I might get that first, now that I think about it. Pretty sure we can scramble our way up here. What's the best way to go? There, here we are. Jump, jump. No. Yeah. Go. And then get up there, and then you come up here. backwards to see if that helps. No. There we go. And what have we got? So, lockpick again. Ooh, that corundium ingot will be good actually, because that with leather can make a backpack. I'm not really going to do much smithing in this run. There is really no need. Nothing that I do will get any benefit from me using smithing. But I'm not putting any, limits on myself like that. I'm not saying, oh, I can't use any skill. I can use anything. Oh, good. Some good boots. Take those. And some gloves. Oh, good. I can enchant those. Bear pelts, hide armor. Arrows are useless to me. That's not really worth much. The longbow's not worth much either, but I'll take it. Something to disenchant. I'll take that map. Leave the rest. That book's worth enough that I think I'll take it for now. Fishing rod. No, I don't care about that. Now you could get up on top of that like that. Is around the other side here. I think there's a bit of junk on this side somewhere that you can get to. Oh no, just gets you closer to him. Is that a... Oh, there's like no chest in here. I'm trying to remember. I think maybe I was thinking about that barrel. Okay. No, we found everything we can there. Now, we need to be careful because along that stretch of the river there is sometimes a bear. But for now, let's put on our... Where were they? We had gloves and boots. There we go. We don't look too bad now. Oops, sorry, what am I doing? Not thinking straight. I need to turn up the game sound a bit, don't I? That's better. Maybe down just a touch. Yep. Happy with that. So we're really going to try not to dual wield magic as much as possible early game, because it's really not worth it. Man, I wish I had a flesh spell. Feel naked running around out here without some sort of protection. I'm gonna just run past.
Hold it. This here's a toll road, see? You're gonna have to hand over... That's a real shame. Gonna make it hard for you to pay a healer after we cave your skull in. Now isn't this a surprise?
Loot anything we can off her. Don't worry, we will come back. And oh, it is so tempting just to go back there now with these guys here. But no, I will go back and I will actually there is a good chance that they will clean out that even if I am no longer here, because that has spawned in now. Those guys are spawned in, and as long as I don't get too far away, I am pretty sure they will interact with each other, because these guys here have just killed some wolves up there, I'm pretty sure, because there is absolutely no reason for those monks, those pilgrims, whatever they were, to be up in that area up here unless they were getting attacked by something. So I would not be surprised to see dead wolves somewhere around here, but I don't see them. A little concerning. They would not have attacked the giants. Oh, there's some wolves. I don't know. There's usually a second pack of wolves. Yep, there's some just there. There is one. Is that all? It's a wolf. I mean, I know that a wolf is not a threat to me, and I do want to get my destruction level up. I just basically used 2 hands of magic as well, which I said I wasn't going to do, but, you know. I occasionally forget what I said and don't do the right things. Double checking that the troll, there seems to be some sort of random chance, and I don't know whether it's when you're at higher level or not. There does seem to be a random chance that one of the trolls out of there will sometimes come out. So it's something I'm aware of at lower levels, is just be careful around this area that we don't get attacked by a troll. Oh, good, just that guy. Well, that's nice. Oh, and the encounter over here is just a rat. Don't know if we're going to be able to get close enough to help the companions with the giant, but we're sure as hell going to try.
handle yourself well. In order,
So,
and we show up to solve problems if the... Not for me...
strange as it sounds, we are going to do
Good luck.
the companion quests. Because it's a good way to get levels. And there's no reason why you can't. You just have to be careful you don't kill your opponents with magic. From here, I want to go... No, there is a reason to go and head towards Riverwood. Well, it's a good beginner area. Embershard Mine, the bandit camp near the Shrine of Talos there. Pick up all that gear around there. We can get some destruction robes off the Thalmor agent. It's all good. We'll probably end up disenchanting those robes though. I'll wear them for a little while, but they have a built-in hood, so I can't have a separate enchantment on my hood. We could even go into Helgen. Because that way we can then get the what's the name? If we go into Helgen, we can go into the prison and get the apprentice hood and robes off the dead guy in the cage. No reason why we can't. Get you and you. Yes, I know I said I'm not going to dual wield, but there's not many enemies here. Just have to be careful. Standard wolves is just up there attacking a deer. And there's another one just over there on the other side of the waterfall. You've got to be careful. Honey wabbit. There's this wolf over this way somewhere. Here he is. Oi! Him at the last possible second. That should mean there's none up the top here. Let's just triple check. Yep, no, we're good. Alrighty. Over to the other side.
Hi. Take a look.
Might as well sell some stuff to him if I can. Damn it, I didn't mean to sell those clothes. I can't do anything with fur armor. I don't want those. That. I think I can break those down for leather. I want to buy. Nope. 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 I can make one. Let's get rid of this wolf up here because I don't like him behind me. Not that he's going to come down and attack, but I know he's there. Let's get rid of him. Now, there's also crab over here. Get a bit of experience. Is that one? I don't know. Looked like something in the water, but anyway. Let's do a full save.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. I see the grind if you've got the raw materials.
I thought I should at least ask. Beautiful. This is what I want. So. Step one, let's make a mage's backpack.
Not bad. Reminds me when I first...
Put that on. And now we'll make... I'll make a vial belt. That goes across the chest. Okay. That's fine. We will get some more, don't worry. Haven't read that yet. Still haven't worked out where that is. Sure I will someday. Okay. Do we really have anything to sell? No. So the first things I want to pick up here are just down behind the, with this mod that I've added that gives me the lock and unlock spells. There is a chest just down. Is the third one here? There is a chest just down behind the standing stones. Where's the second one that I killed? Where'd the body go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, we'll have a look in a sec. There's a chest down behind... down behind the standing stone, which contains... Where is this wolf? I heard him. Now where that wolf went. What did we get there? Gold necklace. That's nice. We can enchant that. Oh, there you are. Why did you not come and attack me before? Good, no rock joint. Stone, very nice. Right, so there's this chest here, and you can get the unlock spell, which we will now learn. And then... no, it is alteration. Go. When we use that, we can open locks. And we also get the lock spell, which we will never use, but you know, it is sort of useful. So we don't want to do anything with this guy. Let's head back up this way because it's just a little bit safer than trying. We go around that way through the water and then go up the hill. It just feels like there's more chance of getting attacked by things that I don't want to be attacked by. So clean out this bandit camp here. That was a little dangerous because I don't have any armor or flesh spells. I should have stopped in at... silly me, I should have stopped in at Riverwood and saw... what's his face? Lucan. And got the spell from him. I'm going to put the Black Mage's robes on. No, I'm not even going to bother, actually. I was going to say I'll put them on for 30 seconds because I'll take them off again. Ooh, oh dear. I'll take them off again as soon as I get the destruction robes from the Thalmor. I have a level to pick up too, so I should grab that. Let's... what do I have in the way of the bags and pouches and stuff? Okay, we're at front left. So, front right. Side left. Side right. Perfect. We don't need any more. That's all of the carrying capacity we will ever be able to get. Well, without putting points into stamina. this. Beautiful. I didn't see what else we got out of that, but get that blessing, not because it really does anything for us at the moment, but because a blessing is a blessing is a blessing. Thalmor boots, Thalmor gloves, and the hooded Thalmor robes. Destruction spells, 12% less. We are on our way. On our way to being free of the tyranny of having to use magicka to cast destruction spells. Oh, level up. Okay, so the thing is that the only abilities that you can get that actually increase the damage of any of your spells are these 3 augmentation abilities. And all they do, they cost 2 points each, one, and at the most they will give you an extra 50%, which is really quite abysmal. And we're not going to take dual casting for quite a while, because, as I said, it's not really worthwhile. The next thing that we have to do, we're going to go and clean out... Oh, I said I was going to do Helgen. Are we ready to do Helgen or not? Yeah, there shouldn't be too many. There's like 1 mage and a handful of bandits in there. Hang on. Have I gone the wrong way? No, this is the... yeah, this is the road to Helgen. How did I get turned around here? I've been in this area so many times. Here goes Alderaan. Is there any bandits in here now, or is the place completely empty this time? Oh, that's right, it's completely empty at the moment. First time when you come in here. If the journal survives, read the journal. Go. Basically just sets everything up for the quest line. Investigate the cave mentioned in the journal, or warn the residents of Riverwood about the dragon attack. We might as well go in. Doesn't matter which way we go, so we'll go through this door. We can't actually go all the way through this way, but I should be able to get down to the room with the mage gear in it. So we will do that. I don't think there's going to be any... Oh, actually, no, there might be people in here. I'm trying to remember now. It's been a while since I've been through Helgen like this alternate way. Yeah, no, it's going to be empty. That's fine. No, I don't know if it's worth it. Don't need any of that. Don't need anything else. those in here. They're already dead. And I'll check to see if you've got anything interesting on you, but not really worth the money, but I can't help myself. I see 100 and go, ooh, I better take it. Grab the booze because it's decent value for the size, for the carry capacity. Take those potions, of course. That one. So hopefully, if we can reduce our magicka cost as much as possible for destruction spells, we shouldn't need magicka potions all that much. We should be able to get by without using them, which will be nice. Do I really want any of this stuff in here? I mean, that's worth the money, and that is, but nothing else. We don't need lockpicks. And we want this stuff. Now, I have noticed that this unlock spell sometimes doesn't work on these sorts of cages and grates. Of course it does on this one, so I'll have to show you on some others. Okay, we've got the spark spell going. Let's definitely learn that ASAP. Let's read this stuff so that we're up to date with all of that. And we are going to switch over to the black robes, because I think they're better than the apprentice, the novice. Yeah, and the novice hood. Keep the Thalmor boots on for now. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I want to show problem. Okay, so on a gate like this, right? You can't just. It doesn't seem to work, and you can try aiming at the lock. You can get as close as you want. It doesn't seem to work properly. What you do is you go here and you look down. There you go. If you're ever using this mod and you use the unlock spell and it doesn't seem to work, look down. There's only one other. Oh, I meant to set up sparks, didn't I? That'll be my default spell from now on. Let's put that on 2, and for the moment we'll put that on 3, but it won't last for very long. Yeah, as I was saying, there's actually only one chest I found in the entire stuff that I played through in my test run on this that I couldn't open with the lock spell, and it was because it was in a weird situation. It's in the Ratway under Riften, and you may recognize the room. There's a room which has a table with 2 or 3 strong boxes on it, and then there's a chest up against the wall, and for some reason you can't open up that chest against the wall. I don't really understand why, but it just doesn't work. And I suspect it has something to do with the proximity of the other chests near it, the other little ones, and the mod is getting confused about which one it's trying to unlock. Yeah, I don't want any of that. I could have taken. So we can't get out of here. Actually, I'm not going to rescue either of the guys. I'm going to see what happens if I don't rescue either of them. Because it tells me that I just have to get to investigate the cave mentioned in the journal or warn the residents of Riverwood about the dragon attack. I think I can just go to... I think there's 3 people that you can go to in Helgen and warn them. You can warn Alvor. You can warn... what's her name? Bugalug's sister. And you can warn the bard as well. But I don't like the bard. He's a bit of a... But he's also the only person who's out.
You look like a trap. You had best tell the Jarl in Whiterun. He needs to know about this. Lucan's got a little bit of everything. If you need weapons or armor, see Alvor, the blacksmith. Camilla Valerius. I've seen him sneaking over to the Riverwood trader to speak with...
You may be right. Here, give Camilla this letter. It's full of venomous nonsense.
Yeah, I'm going to rat you out because you're...
Well, one of us has to do something.
You're a slimy...
I said no. No
Maybe you could talk
adventures,
some
no
sense.
theatrics,
What are you
no
talking?
thief
Oh
chasing.
my. Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Faendal
I
as
don't know
well?
what. Some
sure
may
he'll
call
want to
this
thank you for
junk.
standing up for
Me,
him.
I call them treasures.
Of course I am. Don't need that. Don't need that. Oh, hang on.
Riverwood Trade. Take a look.
I want oak flesh. And I can afford it, so I'll take lesser ward as well. By the end of the game, I'm probably going to own most of the spells that are available. I'm never going to use them all, but I'll buy them all just to say that I've got them. Okay, we really only want oak flesh. And that's going to be set in our 5 slot for now. Let's fast travel. There's a few things that I would like to do. I'd like to get... Yeah, okay. We want to get the staff, we want to get the extra spells. I was going to go and buy some spells from our sell mode, but I don't think I need to. I think I'm good enough with what I've got at the moment. It's going to be a little dangerous, but we're going to go. So there is... Oh, no, that's not... I just completely forgot where I needed to go. Get this. I thought the dungeon I needed to go to get the spells was over here, but it's not. It's up here. It's over here. Suddenly I'm not so convinced that I'm ready for that. I am only level 2. Let's... This is a little silly. Let's go back to Embershard Mine and let's do it. I haven't done that yet. That'll give us some extra some extra skill. Maybe even get us to level 3. Not that that's going to help us a hell of a lot. What I really need to do is get my house set up. Actually, right now, I think fire is a better option for me. Whoop. Because of the burn effect on it. Take all of that. I need all the money. No, actually, I'm not going to mine all the ore. There's no point. Grab that, though. Actually, I should have one of each. That's probably the way to do things. Stack a bit of burn. And add a bit of zap as well. I really should be using my flesh spell, shouldn't I? Clairvoyance, it's alright, but I never use it. Sell that. Meridia's Beacon? No, thankfully. Oh, a welcomed stone. Very nice. Very nice. Completely recharges our magicka if we need it. We are going to hopefully not need it. Why can't I get up here? You're kidding me. Neither the archer nor the other guy even noticed that I just jumped down there and nuked their friend? Can't believe that. Did I pick up the... No, I didn't loot that body yet. Let's go and do that. G'day, Saint Selvius. Yes, thank you. It is nice to be back. I am in a new apartment with very nice internet access. And very happy to be back. That. I don't care about the fishing rod here or the bucket, but there is a bunch of ale which we'll sell. And what else? Let's get our unlock ready to go. Wonderful. Oh, almost fell down. That wouldn't be nice now, would it? Take that. That. Oops, didn't want that pot, but anyway. That. Go, and it's only ever food stuff in any of those, so I don't want any of that. Get out of here. Oops, wrong book. Okay. Right, let's go and get the, yes! We had the floodings here. It actually caused, well, I mean, it caused a lot of problems for a lot of people. Minor inconvenience for me. So I was supposed to pick up the keys for my new apartment last week. Today is Monday for me. My lease started on Monday, but there was no way that I could get anywhere because of the floods. Literally, at my old apartment, it's a one-way street, and the start of the street was flooded in. So technically, I live in the first block of the street. Technically, I couldn't get into the street. If I wanted to make an illegal turn, I could come down the street that is at right angles to it, and turn into the street and go the wrong way for like 20 meters and then pull into the driveway of my old apartment block. So I could have done that if I wanted to, but the real estate agent who is leasing this property this apartment that I'm in, they are in an area which was flooded out as well, so there wasn't any point doing that. Tuesday, I organised with the real estate, or I thought I had organised with the real estate to go and pick up the keys, but ended up having to, A, traffic was abysmal, and B, I had to wait around for about an hour and a half for one of them to get to the office to give me the keys. So I got the keys then, and then spent another 2 hours in traffic to go about 5 kilometres. It was ridiculous. Checked out the new apartment. There was also flooding just down the road from the new apartment as well, but didn't affect me getting from there back to my house, my old apartment. So that was all good. And then we tried to move I tried to move on the Tuesday, but couldn't. So we rescheduled to the Thursday. By Thursday, it was fine. I'm selling stuff I don't mean to sell. Hang on. So yeah, overall, for me, it was mostly an inconvenience, but there was a couple of people that were killed, and there was, lots of houses that got inundated and probably had a lot of damage, and probably lost a lot of, furniture and stuff to the floods. But I think most of the water's gone down by now in most of the areas around Brisbane anyway. There has been talk that there might be more rain coming. Had a little bit of rain yesterday, but not enough to cause any real problem. So hopefully we're over the worst of it now. But yeah, been interesting. It's been a few years since we had a flood in the area. All right, so what do I want to do? I think back to the map. I think first things first, we'll go to Whiterun Stables. Take a carriage to
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Morthal.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
This is going to be a little bit iffy, but we're going to try and get
You ever met one of them cats?
the Mere Watch. The only problem is going to be there will be a what's the name outside? Not a skeever. What's the other one? The bugs. Can't think of the name of it. Anyway, And I don't have any long-range spells yet, so this is going to be tricky. The last couple of times I've come down here and fought this guy, he actually hasn't been too hard. He's sort of kept his distance. Chorus, that's right. Ooh. He's not even spitting much at the moment, which is amazing. I don't know if they changed the AI of that guy when they did the release of the full anniversary edition, but I mean, I had this Creation Club content before that, and that Chorus was always incredibly hard to fight early on. But he's really easy now, so I don't know. That's odd. There we go. The bunny goes, hops in there, and the door unlocks, and we're in. Okay. There's lots of stuff I can loot in here and get rid of and stuff like that, which I might even do off camera. What I really want are any coins, any potions, and anything that's going to sell well. But you know me, I like to declutter this place because I feel like it's just ridiculous. Let's get all of that. No, I didn't want the books. I want a coin purse, thank you. That stuff sells well. Don't think there's any more potions. There's no more soul gems down here. There's some more coins. Merchants' hats, fine arm guards. Said I wasn't going to do this, Tony. Let's go upstairs. Okay, soul gems. Gold ring there. More soul gems, more soul gems. Wonderful. Want that book. Gets us to level 2. I think what we'll do is we'll chuck that straight into enchanting, because we do want to get enchanting up as quickly as possible. I think there's more soul gems in there. There is. Very nice. Enchanter's potion. We want that. Now, we also want those. Damn it, I should have gone and picked up. No. Should have gone and bought myself a illusion spell so that I could craft this second staff, because they give you a ridiculous amount of experience. See, half a level from creating a single staff. Let's put the rest of those, whoops, heartstones away. Go. Thought there was more books that gave us levels here. No. Stuff we can sell. There, nothing there. Nothing there. A ton of potions here. No, not the alchemy lab. Yeah, want that aversion to fire. I mean, I'm going to clean up the rest of that stuff there eventually. What I want to do... Right, let's get rid of this stuff. Wide. Messy. Being right. Oh, and those and that. Okay. What I really want to do is disenchant. Oh, I missed another enchanting potion over there. I want to disenchant stuff. I want to disenchant the Thalmor robes, the pouch, the shock resistance boots, the novice robes, that's another level. Very good. Sure grip. The ring of illusion. But worthwhile disenchanting that hood. Don't know. Now, what do I have in the way of filled soul gems? I have a lesser and 2 petties. That's going to do really not much at all. But let's see what we can do with that. Now, what can I put Fortify Destruction on? No matter what I do, it's only 1%. It's not worthwhile at this point. I do have another level. And I put another point into magic, into enchanting. I can. How much is that going to improve things? I don't think it's going to do much, to be honest. One percent. Yeah, it's not going to do anything. But we can get some experience, and that will be good. So even though it doesn't actually, no, let's just do that. What else? Don't have anything to go on daggers. Resist shock. That is giving the most money, though. Sure. There we go, we've got another level already. Which at the moment is really just giving us more magicka than anything. I can't do anything more in there. I do want that at some point. Yeah, let's take that straight away. Okay, this is going to be interesting because I'm going to try... first of all, let's put away our soul gems. Oh, and our enchanting potions. Go. Got a heap of stuff to sell, so we're going to go and sell stuff. I'm not going to loot this entire place, as I said. We'll do that another time, probably off camera.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
That is the Rising Dead. That's actually... I could go and do that. It doesn't give me a spell that I want. I feel like I need something better than my novice level spells. See what we can sell to the Khajiit, and then we might take... I'm tempted to go to the college.
Take a look.
But I could also just as easily go to Markarth. Damn it, I should have put these clothes away. I want to keep this stuff to enchant. Oh! Wasted some money there. Let's go to Markarth. Yeah, let's just do it. We'll go to Markarth, go talk to Carselmo, and see about buying a couple of...
Where do you want to go?
A couple of,
Climb and back and we'll
couple of adept spells.
I can't wait here forever.
Yeah, you're not waiting forever. Just hold your horses. Right. Kill this guy. Magic or a crossbow are the best ways to do that. And...
By the gods, that man nearly killed me. Thank you. Here. I was gonna bring...
Come and...
Gods.
Give me this stupid note that I
Did you see
don't
what
want.
happened? Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note.
Sell stuff to...
It's just the market rabble. We should get back to work. No, I'm not Arnley. Some may call this junk. Me,
No, you're a
I call
cannibal.
them treasures.
That. Sell that. Sell that. Don't need that. Oh, I got a Staff of Sparks. Should I keep that? I just might, you know. Oh, I made that Staff of Sparks. No, I'm going to sell it. No, actually, I'll keep it. I didn't put that staff away either.
You there, if you're here to trade, step up to the counter.
If I had more money, I've got a little bit. Ultimately, I want to buy Grand Soul Gems whenever I can. We're going to go around to Carcelmo now. We're not going to do the Spider Quest Nimi just yet. I mean, we probably could, but we're just going to Carcelmo to get a couple of next level destruction spells. Probably just Lightning Bolt. But I might get Fireball as well.
What are you hiding?
And I might get Candlelight.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. Matt, I'm sorry. So you wish to master the arcane arts?
Sure do. Nothing I want to sell to you at the moment, but I will buy Candlelight. I'm trying to think of the best illusion spell. See, I'm not going to buy these elemental bolts or flares because I can get them for free. That's what I want to do next. I think Fear is the better spell to buy if I want to enchant this staff and make some stuff with that. Let's buy Firebolt. Let's buy Lightning Bolt. Might as well get Lightning Rune while I'm at it right now. We'll get Stone Flesh even though we're not ready for it yet. Fast healing. We may not, well, we will use it, but not for a while. Yeah, I think that'll do us. You do have some... I could buy a couple of Grand Soul Gems. Yes, let's do it.
What? Oh, goodbye.
Tempted to use his enchanting table there and try and enchant up some stuff. Actually, no. Here's what we're going to do. I said I would show something interesting that I have found. So let's do that. Go back to the Markarth stables. Now we'll come back and we'll have a look at the Salvius farm and go and do the whole Skegger mine or whatever it's called another time.
Traveling in. Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Solitude.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Because if we go to the Radiant Raiment,
Capital of Skyrim, but
store, which is the clothes store in Solitude, there is a pair of boots that you can... Sorry, let me just make sure I discover this location so I can fast travel back here later if I need to. Very good. Normally, you cannot put Fortify Destruction on boots. But I found a pair of boots in Radiant Raiment that I seem to be able to come back and buy as often as I want. They always seem to have them in stock. And you can put a Fortify Destruction enchantment on them. I don't know if you can do... I'm assuming you can do other Fortify enchantments that you normally wouldn't on others. Let's just wait a couple of hours for the store to open.
Go home and...
Hands off.
Oh, clothes and raiment for the discerning customer.
And right here, the Captain Boots. I do not know why. These boots, they only cost 12 gold. I don't have enough gold. I don't have enough gold. Sure. I will sell my silver ring so I can buy the captain's boots. This pair of boots, you can put a Fortify Destruction enchantment on. It's not something you can do on any other pair of boots I've ever found. There may be others, but that's the only one that I found. And it just was pure chance that I found it. I went there and just bought up a whole heap starting at the top and just went buy. I had a whole heap of money. I bought up a whole heap of clothes with the idea that I was going to come back and enchant them all up to make... just to increase my enchanting skill, right? And then what I found was that I can put the Fortify Destruction enchantment on those boots, and it's not something that you can normally put... Oh, I need to learn all these other spells, don't I? Let's just quickly grab those and enchant this staff in the hope... Did I sell... I sold that... I sold the blank staff, didn't I? No? Why will it not let me enchant that illusion staff? Oh, there we go. Oh, it just took a little while for it to recognize that, that I had learnt the spell. Okay, so we've got another staff to sell. Oh, there's another soul gem there. Okay, I am just going to drink the better of these two, that one there, and we're going to enchant these boots and maybe something else. Captain's boots, Fortify Destruction, 13% better. I'm going to rename those to Captain Sap boots. And then we might put Fortify Destruction on... Can't do gloves. I might do this silver necklace. And we're going to call that... Well... Only because the other one was already called Captain. And we've got another level, which is nice, but we're not going to be able to put it into any bonuses to enchanting just yet. So we might put that in alteration for the moment. There we go. Get these boots and ring on, a necklace on, to reduce the cost of, what do we got? 13 and 13, 26% less. And we're just going to keep coming back to Radiant Raiment And we're just going to keep buying those captain's boots whenever we want to upgrade the enchantment. After we get a few more levels of enchanting, we'll go and buy another pair of boots. We might be able to get that up. We want to get that up ultimately to 20%. Right, we're only at 13 at the moment, so it doesn't take much. If we can get that to 20%, we can have... Because normally you can only have head, chest, ring, and necklace enchanted with Fortified Destruction. If we can get all of those to 20 and get the boots at 20, then it's costing us absolutely nothing to cast destruction spells. That's the goal. So now the next thing we need to do is we need to go and get these extra spells. First of all, let's mark some of these and get them ready to go. I want lightning bolt as 3. We might put flames on 4 for the moment. We do have that staff of sparks. Just because I want to get used to using a staff in my right hand, we're going to put that in on our 1 slot. Now, the reason this all works, what I'm going to do is we're going to get the staff of, as I said before, we're going to get the staff of Hasedoki or whatever his name, Hasedoki, I don't know, I can't remember what exactly the pronunciation of it or the spelling of it. But that staff, as I said, has a ward on it, a permanent ward. If you're not attacking, it's casting a permanent ward which protects you from damage. Screws up the screen, looks a bit wavy, but we'll have to put up with that. It also soul traps, and if you shoot with it, it does a telekinetic knockback. Very useful. Wonderful stuff. That's going to be in our right hand, like that, and the spell that we're going to use is in our left hand. And what I've found is, no matter what I do, if I hit the hotkey for my staff, it always goes to my right hand, which is great because your spell switches in your left hand first. So if I wanted to go to flames, for example, that'll go to my left hand and won't interrupt my staff at all. So the staff can so I can just sit there and swap spells out in my left hand, keeping my my ward, my protection staff in my right hand all the time. That's going to work really, really well. In fact, it does work really well because I've done this already. I did a play test of this while I was on hiatus, and it works brilliantly. We want to take another cart ride. Oh, actually, you've got to go into town and sell this staff of what's her name, because we don't have the money to hire another cart. So we've got to sell something. We might even have to sell some of these clothes. Oh, that fear staff will sell for good money, so we'll be right. But yeah, we want to go. I'm just trying to decide which is the better way to go. The place we need to go to get these spells is... it's either here or here. I think it's just here. I'm trying to work out whether it's going to be better to go from Winterhold west or to go from Dawnstar east. See, there's a lot of mountains here, so it's a pretty big slog there, but there's also, yeah, probably Dawnstar is going to be the best way to go, I guess. It's not obvious, though. Just checking to see if the Khajiit were here, but they're not. And then once we've got access to the elemental spells out of this spell trove, we're going to go and get the staff that I've been talking about. And then we're set. We are going to be unstoppable. That's not true. We're not actually going to be unstoppable. But it's going to help us a lot. Don't want to sell that. Don't actually. I do want to sell those. I don't need them anymore. And we're going to sell that. I couldn't enchant those for some reason before, I don't think. I'm positive I've enchanted Thalmor boots before. Maybe I don't know. Won't worry about it for now. I was thinking about selling them, but we'll keep it. Okay. I can't remember the name of this little dungeon we're going to. It's like Hobbs Hideout or something. It's right down on the beach. Just run, Tony. It's right down on the beach. It's going to be interesting to get to, but once we get there, the dungeon itself isn't going to be too hard. It does have mages inside, so you know we are going to have to be a little bit careful, but now that we've got Lightning Bolt and Fireball, we should be alright. We'll just take it carefully. So...
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Dawn Star, thank you.
And we'll be off. You ready to go yet?
What's with these carriage drivers at the moment? They're really in a hurry lately. Let's just make sure we discover Dawn Star. I don't know whether to go up that way and then down there. I think it's either there or there that I need to go. I guess this is a decent enough path. I just got no idea what I'm going to meet along the way. Considering we are only level 6, we don't have a lot in the way of super powerful magical protections. I don't care about the leather anymore. Be worth all that much. What's it like over here? Can I get down? Yep. And keep thinking I'm hearing the start of music, which would indicate battle is about to start. I think I'm hearing noises outside or something. those wolves there. That. Directly east. I am pretty sure... No, too far away. Pretty sure that dungeon to the east is the one. Actually... Are there more of them around? I'm going to go down to the beachfront because I'm pretty sure the easiest way to get to this dungeon I want to go to is from the water's edge. Although... Ooh. Can't remember what it is, but there's something down here amongst this. Some, is it a flame cloak spell? That's right. And her necklace. Which I'm not sure if you can get anything for, but I'll learn the flame cloak spell. Gee, I should do a full save, shouldn't I? Biggest concern I have down here, well, hawkers like this guy here. And I may have to take him out. He was just too close to where I needed to go. But my biggest concern was there being ice wolves or saber cats down here. Because this is the entrance that I need to go down. Hobbs Fall Cave. That's something. I knew it was Hobbs something. Lots of empty wine bottles. Picking up. Don't want to get too... Don't want to rush in here too quickly because I don't have a huge amount of mana regen at the moment. Or anything in that? Oh, that's right, there was that. Not that, but there was the lesser ward. Two at once, eh? What am I stuck on?
You're pathetic.
Okay, see, running low on magicka. Let's just wait here. In fact, I need to get a drink. Hang on a sec. Okay, we're back. Let's get our flesh spell going again. Not that it's going to help us a whole lot. It's not going to protect us from magic, but it'll, if there's someone gets close enough with a bow or something like that. That's where we came in down there, I think. Uh-oh. That'll work well. And a magicka already. How come I'm not doing any damage to him? Okay. Health is more important than magicka. Right. Now we wait. Kind of wishing I had waited when I enchanted this staff till I got the lightning bolt, because then I could have made this a staff of lightning bolt rather than just a staff of sparks. Would have been much better. Oh, good. More magicka. Don't want any of the empty... hang on. I have... I don't like a candlelight already. There we go. We can see what's going on now. Ooh. Very nice. Oh, yes, please. Did I have anything to disenchant? Just the novice hood. No, thank you. That's what we've been looking for. The ancient tome chest. All of the spells. Oh. Yeah, you need to unlock that, Tony. Go. Right, now. These 4 elemental blasts are really good. They start at this one here, which is the novice, apprentice, adept, and expert. I don't really like these ones. There's choking grasp, yeah, hangman's noose, strangulation, and touch of death. I think it goes choking grasp, strangulation, hangman's noose, and touch of death. They are 4 spells which absorb health, sort of like the vampiric health drain, but it only does it for 4 seconds, and it doesn't have that red glowy thing when you do it. I don't like them. They're too close range. I would rather be throwing one of the... I'm going to learn all of these spells, but I don't really use those other ones. The other spells that are... These ones here are quite nice. I use this Unbounded Storms quite a bit. It's an area of effect around you, and it zaps everything with lightning. I like it. Unbounded Flames is a similar one. Actually, no, that one casts these fire bolts that you can just throw at a massive distance, but they really arc. And you just keep shooting them. As you hold it down, it just sprays them out. Unbounded Freezing does, I think, an area around you as well. They're all quite good spells. And then there's these ones in the middle here. These 3. Mara's Wrath, Orum's Aquatic Escape, and Pride of Herstec are just 3 really weird ones. And then you got the Paralysis Rune, which is... It's quite nice, but... yeah, so... Oops, I meant to do this. So, yeah, Paralysis Rune, is a... I thought it was Restoration. No, it's not. Anyway, so we are going to... I'm going to favour all of those. I just have trouble remembering which ones are which. Keep that. This Mara's Wrath is actually quite similar to the Flame Cloak. It actually does more damage than the Flame Cloak, but it's an expert spell, whereas that's an adept. But it also has causes undead to flee, so it's quite good. It's a bit like the spell that you can get when you go into the Dawnguard DLC. There's a spell there that is an area of effect light sort of spell that is supposed to make them all run away and stuff. Yeah, these are just weird. They make you invisible and then allow you to open locks and lots of... I don't use them. Right, so we are actually going to put Elemental Flare on 2. This is going to be the main spell that we're going to use for quite a while now. But we'll leave Lightning Bolt as our backup there. Let's get light back out. We could go out there, but I want to just check. There was a little thing over this way. We haven't been down this way yet, so let's do that. See where this goes. Oh, look. A dead skeleton. I think this comes back around and allows us to... Oh, no. I was saying, I thought this allows us to come back to one of the areas where we started, but no. See how much easier it is? Now this, we want these robes on right now. Destruction spells 12%. Destruction spells cost 12% less, and magic regenerates 50% faster. There are some really good versions of this. There's actually some robes you can get now which combine destruction and alteration. Really nice. We're going to pick up all of that, but we're going to put... What are we wearing at the moment? That's right, we're just doing the black robes, which do 75% faster. So these are going to slow down our magical regen, but we're going to reduce the cost of our spells, which is good. That. Yeah, we'll grab that. I'll grab those and that because they're worth a little bit of money. What's in the satchel? Nothing that I want. No more. Oh, a book. Restoration increase. Very nice. That jug's worth a little bit. Right. Now we can leave. No, I got it. Very good. Eddie and Alessa. Don't think there's anything else back those areas. Ooh.
Is someone there?
I love this spell. It uses more magicka than other spells. And of course, you know, you have to aim it. But it does a lot more damage. Oh, that's right. This is no joke. What am I stuck on? Here we go, and there we go. That was fun. What else did we get here? There was these hooded necromancer robes. No, these ones. Necromancer's boots, necromancer hood, necromancer robes, and then these purple ones that haven't been enchanted yet. To that, take the black soul gem in the chest. I don't want that flute because once I pick that up I can't get rid of it until I do the quest that's associated with it, and I don't know what the quest is, and I don't want to go through all of that. Ooh, an expert lock. This may not work. Where's the spot? Actually, just get close enough to do it like that. Oh, and there's another body around there. Let's... Okay, that'll do. Getting the experience for opening this, though, would be good. It will give us alteration experience. It's hard to know. Actually, most times when I do this, I actually use two hands. Not because you can't actually dual wield this spell properly. I don't know why. I thought I used to be able to, but maybe the mod author modified it, changed it or something. But I find that if I do two versions of it here, it's more likely to actually work. Have a look. No. Might not actually be pointing at the right spot, you know. I mean, it's also, you know, we have 22 skill in alteration, and it wants us to have like 80, maybe not 80, but you know, 60 odd. So the random chance of us actually getting this is pretty low. But it is possible, and you know, it's much like you know, the fact that you can pick this with a low skill in lockpicking. Just doing it for the XP. Come on. Never tried looking up. One more double attempt and then we're out of here. Okay. Okay, so we've got all the spells that we want now. Let's go back to Meowatch. Now we need to get the staff. So that's not what I wanted. Oh, hang on. I want that shrine. And those coins. Why did I not do that earlier? Okay. I don't think we've got anything to disenchant, do we? We've already identified that. Oh, yes we do. Ah, our robes of minor destruction. I don't think I want to disenchant those yet. But let's put away all of this stuff. Those. The gloves. Gold necklace and ring. The hats. The hooded robes. Merchant clothes and hat. Minor clothes and hat. Necromancer's boots, hoods, robes. Learn that spell. Not that I'm ever going to use it, but, you know, put those away. And let's put that away for the moment. Okay, the rest of the stuff we can sell. Which we need to, because we need some more money. We don't have any soul gems that have really got anything in the way. We've only got a lesser. It's going to be a fine line that we're going to have to walk here. Because we need soul gems to recharge our staff that we're going to have. At the same time, we want them to enchant stuff so that we can level up our enchanting. So it is going to be a little bit weird. We're going to head back to Whiterun, and I should go into Whiterun this time. Maybe not. Can't sell anything yet anyway, because it's the middle of the night. So let's not waste the time that we have got. Head around this way. Make sure that we uncover these locations, including the Tundra House. But why is this farm not? Here we go. Excuse us, little bull. We're headed for the bandit camp just here. Because that's where we pick up the quest for the staff. Can't get the staff if we don't have the quest, unfortunately. Because there is a dungeon we can go to, but if we just go to the dungeon without starting the quest, we won't really get anything. I might, just because I am who I am. Ooh. That missed enough that it didn't do any damage. Just want to come here and this chest. Didn't get a huge amount out of that, but anyway. So the problem with these elemental spells, because they burst and explode the way they do, they can do collateral damage, friendly fire, as it were, much easier than other spells can. Well, I mean, they're very similar to the Firebolt spell in that respect. So, in this case here, for example, when there is going to be guards around and bandits, and we don't want to hurt the guards, but we do want to kill the bandits, we're not going to use that spell. We'll switch back to it when we go and kill the other bandits. Because this is not the bandits we needed to kill. Thought I heard something. Okay. To the bandit camp. To the unnamed bandit camp. Actually, if we're going to be correct. Ready?
Another victim fell for
Damn it. I got the vampire disease. I got the black lung, pa. I can fix this when I go home. Because I've got garlic bread back at the house. So let's not worry about it immediately. Good. So, it is... No, it's not that note. It's this one. Staff of Hasedoki is the name of the staff. There is an ambush site near the watchtower where you kill your first dragon. We will go there eventually. But what does that give us? Pickpocketing. Grab that. Now, as soon as we open this chest, we are going to get attacked. Not that way. That's because our spell failed and we didn't open the chest correctly. Oh, our health has been greatly reduced by... what do I want to do? Oh, I do have... Adept Destruction. We'll take that for the moment, but once we can... Here's the thing. Once we can once we have all the enchanted stuff to reduce our destruction spells magicka to 0, we don't actually need to take any of these things. But because it leads to Rune Master, we will take that one. Okay. Oh, God. I am not having any luck at the moment. I think the, yeah, that's reduced our health. That's not good. We didn't pick up just now. No, we didn't. I was just double checking if some of the stuff I picked up out of here might have been a cure potion. I know there is a couple of things up in here. It's mostly coins. Stuff. Time it right, you can sometimes get up onto the back here. Don't need to. Nothing up there that I want. Wrong one. We are looking for the unlock spell. There we go. And we got in this time. Okay. Switch back to our zappy zap. In fact, no. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. I did not want to do that. Okay, we got to heal. This is the quickest way to do it. Well, actually, I can just... Uh-oh. Man, that came on quick. Is this going to work? Yes. Okay, very good. The other option was we do have some garlic bread right there. I don't know that I really need to take it with me, though, because I'm not doing the Dawnguard DLC, so there's not really going to be that many vampires around. It's just it was just pure coincidence that it happened as it did. I've got things to put away, though. That Enchanter's Potion I'm carrying can go away, and there's probably some others as well. So let's put the Enchanting Potion up in here. There we go. Is there anything else? I might keep that Black Soul Gem on me. And I might even grab some more. I'm going to sell all of that. I'm going to sell all of that we don't want. I think we want to get rid of all of this. Sell it all. Yeah. Can we disenchant that Waning Shock? No, we've already got the shock. Okay. Radio, whatever. The story behind Wally Weird. Well, I'm playing as the Sorcerer Supreme, and that's a reference to Doctor Strange from the Marvel comics. So his name is Stephen Strange, which is a ongoing thing that, what's his name? The guy who passed away a few years ago, who used to write all of those comics. He had a thing for naming everybody with the same initials for their first and last name. So you had Stephen Strange, you had, well, Tony Stark wasn't, but there was so many of the real names of a lot of the Marvel superheroes are the same letter for first and last name, and even a lot of the villains as well. And so I didn't want to be Stephen Strange, so I was Wally Weird. Strange, weird, yeah. Wanted to do, probably should have done Waldo Weird, would have been probably a better name than Wally, but I couldn't. It was just spur of the moment. Right, let's go and sell this. That horse follow me? No, it didn't. Good.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Scary.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have
Treat yourself and your kin with choice.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Everything's trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
I'm not using... What am I wearing? Oh, those robes. No? What am I wearing on my head if I'm not... Oh, that's... I'm stupid. I was wearing the Thalmor hooded robes and forgot to put the novice hood back on afterwards. Silly me. Yeah, I'm going to sell that staff. Okie dokie. $3,000. That's not bad. Oh no, the minor robes of destruction are hooded robes. That's annoying. I didn't notice that previously. Okay. Maybe I should disenchant the novice hood after all. All right, let's see if we can continue on with this quest to get the Staff of Hasedoki or Okie Dokie or whatever it's called. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get new armor soon. I mean, if I go and do the Mage Guild quest line, I will. Uh-oh. Is that... oh no, that's the Orc, isn't it? Yeah, that's the Orc. This is the guy I need to kill next. If I can just get these spells off quickly enough. Unfortunately, he uses a lot of ice. And he dodges very well. Where'd he go? Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. I had him. That damn staff. No. Let's do it this way. I haven't seen him use a staff before. Every other time I fought him, he's just used spells or a dagger. And the problem is that he's not using a staff of sparks, he's using a staff of lightning bolt. Just hitting quite hard. Got him now. Oh, that's better. Of course, I could have just waited for that guy to come and help me. Unenchanted Mage's Hood. So that was a... Oh my god, no wonder he killed me. That was a Staff of Chain Lightning. It wasn't even Lightning Bolt. That was Chain Lightning. So that's the Adept level spell, not even the Apprentice. Okay, so from here now... Actually, I think we've got to read something. Smuggler's Letter. There we go. Brittle Shin Pass, which is just down along here somewhere. Surprised it's not actually showing us where it is on the map. Oh, probably because I need to select that. There we go. That's where we need to go. And we will in 1 minute. Just going to be right back. Hang on. That spellcaster is one of the guys in this quest to get this Staff of Hasedoki or whatever it's called. So he's new. This carriage only appears here, and he only appears here once you've started that quest. And to start that quest, you have to clear out those bandits and read that note from that bandit camp that was over here that we were at just before. And then, once you've done all of that, Brittle Shin Pass should be... This guy's attacking the fort. I'm going to leave him to it. Brittle Shin Pass will now have some necromancers in it. And it'll be a bit of fun. And one of them will have the staff that we're looking for. Uh-oh. That up there is a thief. Just saw a wolf up there. Now, the actual problem with doing this quest to get the Staff of Hasedoki, or whatever it's called. What is it again? Hasedoki, yeah. Is, gotta go up this little alleyway just here, this little valley here, which is really close. Like, really close to where the Saints and Sinners camp is. There's one of those camps just on the other side of that little ridge just there. I'm always concerned when I come down this path. I mean, always. I've done this a couple of times now. I'm concerned that I'm going to somehow aggro one of those guys who might have wandered over to the top of that ridge just there. But I think we're good. So let's do it. Actually, I would be a fool right now not to use. I was going to say, why did that go in the left hand? I think I clicked on it with my left mouse, that's why. Yeah, I'd be mad not to use this staff. So, actually meant to do the other one with that. Oh, hello there. Go. Take all of that stuff. So, this is a really interesting little area to fight in. I'm going to save right here. So you come up this ramp up to there. Back behind me then, so back off in this direction, is where the rest of the tunnel is. And there's a tunnel, and at the end there's a massive room, and there's a bunch of spellcasters in there. One of whom has the Staff of Hasedoki, and he uses its abilities against you, which is not good, because it has a telekinetic knockback. And one of the main ways that it can do damage is you get knocked off somewhere high and you take fall damage, and it will kill me. So this is a pretty hard fight at my low level. And then there's also a couple of skeletons, like him. I'm going to just quickly heal from that. Now, I can do like a little dance. Where is he? He was... Are they going to come down? Didn't mean to drop down there. Doing very little damage, but I am doing some splash damage. Yeah, this is a very difficult fight. Normally. I don't think that... Maybe that did kill that one. Is that doing any damage? It's not. Whoops, wrong potion. At least right here I'm pretty safe from the knockback effect. It's not going to kill me when it goes off if they decide to use the Staff of Hasedoki against me. I feel like it's fairly safe to come up and attack her now because she's got so little health left. And then she does that to me. That is what the Staff of Hasedoki will do to you. It's that close! That close! Oh man, that was annoying. On. I got them both. Oh wow. Quick save. And there it is, the Staff of Hasedoki. So, see the shimmering? That is a permanent ward that as long as I am not attacking, i.e. charging up a spell, see, with the spell ready, the ward disappears. But without it, I am warded, and any spells they cast, it's the same as a lesser ward, so it does 40 points of protection, which is not a lot, but what it does do is basically interrupt most spells that are being cast against me. It has a really interesting effect. It does this sort of shuddering thing, and yeah, it also the when you cast the spell out of the staff, because that's a passive effect of the ward. When you cast the spell or the ability of the staff, it does that telekinetic bolt that I mentioned. Ooh, robes of minor illusion. Yes, we'll do that. Okay, we've got 2 of these robes of minor destruction, so let's get rid of one of them and I'll wear the other one, hopefully. Yep. Minor conjuration, very nice. And I might as well do the hood. I can always build another one or just go to the college and they will give me one. I don't want bone meal. Right. So there's soul gem fragments down here and void salts. Very nice. That's all just garbage. Oh, here, a silver necklace. I'll take that. I don't want a human heart or those soul gems, really. And yeah, I'll take that so I can sell it. I did get that chest, and I got that. Not you. Alright. So now, as long as I keep that staff in my right hand, or in either hand really, but if I keep it in my right hand like this, I have a permanent ward, and that was me using the soul trap ability that it has. It's a wonderful staff, this. It really makes mage builds so not easy, but it gives you a lot more freedom. So you have a spell in one hand, the staff in the other. It's providing some protection to you. Whoops, I didn't actually set off that ward. There we go. Yeah, it providing some protection to you. Makes the screen a bit annoying, the way it wavers like that, but, you know, can't have everything. Okay, let's get some light on the subject, shall we? I think there is one or two more skeletons in here somewhere. Oh no, we're on the way out. We're done. Yeah, I wouldn't mind finding a mod that removes the ward effect, or at least changes it to something just a tiny bit less obnoxious. So I haven't looked, but I might spend a couple of minutes later on. But basically, the way I use this staff, is just like that. Any opponents I come across, zap them with the staff, which throws them away while they're getting up. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, I'd like to see more staffs in Elder Scrolls 6 as well. Or at least more staffs like this, where you can have a staff in one hand and a spell in the other, and the staff in your hand is useful. You know, because normally, you know, there's not as much use out of a staff. Whereas this makes the staff useful even when you're not actually casting with it. The biggest problem we're going to have with this, though, is keeping it charged. It's not a huge problem, but it is something we're going to be aware of. So tempted to keep that Staff of Chain Lightning too, because that's a pretty good staff at the moment. Oh, we are so close to a level, aren't we? How are we doing for... Oh, we've got a couple of grand souls. I think it's time to enchant something else again. What can we do? We've got... What have we got? Ooh, I've got some mage hoods here. Don't really like these Necromancer's robes and hoods, but if I grab one of each of those and say a gold ring, do I have any more grand souls? I don't. I do have this enchanter's potion though. So I can put Fortify Destruction on the Necromancer's hood and the Necromancer's robes. I've already got the necklace and the boots. I've got the captain's boots with that on as well, don't I? And without doing anything special at the moment, I can get 11%. And if I drink that potion, that will probably go to 13 again. What I should do, I feel, is I'm so close to a level at the moment. How close am I? Yeah, I'm not close enough, though, to be able to get my enchantments any stronger. I need 4 more levels, and I'm not going to get that with 1 enchantment. So I was going to say I should enchant something. That is the Magus, Saint Salvius. And they have subclasses of Eldritch Knight and Sword Saint and Eldritch Archer, I think. I know definitely Sword Saint and Eldritch Archer. I can't remember if the other one is the Eldritch Knight or if it's something slightly different. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We've only got 2 Grand Soul Gems. So we are going to quickly drink this potion, and we're going to enchant the hood and the chest with destruction. And then, even though it's a waste, I might use a lesser soul gem to enchant a ring with destruction. We're going to see how much we can get. So I should save first, shouldn't I? Quick save, chug the potion, start, Necromancer Hood, Fortify Destruction, Black Soul Gem, rename, Zap, Black Soul Gem, Fortify Destruction, Necromancer Robes, rename, Zap, and Lesser Soul Gem, Fortify Destruction on the gold ring. It's only 2%. I'm not going to bother naming that. And there we go. So, Magicka increase. Need to get another full level there. Can't do anything with destruction. I don't want impact. I don't want dual casting yet, because it's not really going to be useful to me until I can get my destruction down to 0. I might just grab that first point of restoration now. So let's put on this full destruction gear that we've got. We've got Captain Zap boots, Captain Zap necklace, and then we've got Zap hood, Zap robes, and that gold ring. Let's add it all up. What does that give us? 12. So that's 25, 38, 50, 52. We have halved the amount of magicka it requires to cast destruction spells. We're halfway there. Is there anything I want to put away in there at the moment? I want to keep all of these on me, I think. Yep. How do we look? Not a fan of the purple, but You know, not gonna complain. Let's just go through and get rid of all this junk, because, you know, we don't want any of it. And that's empty, and we don't want that. Whatever that is. That is... I think there's a soul gem hidden down there somewhere. No, maybe not. Plant anything. Well, let's get that out of the way, because it's just a pain in the butt. And don't want skulls lying around. All good. Get rid of that basket, because it's a nuisance. Get rid of that. And that, what's in the sacks? Cabbages. And carrots. Basket. There we go. Well, I hope you have fun with it. Hey, I think that's most of this area cleaned out. Not all of that. Nothing up in there. Nothing in those. Yep. Stuck downstairs and clean this area out. And then we'll quickly go and sell it all. Don't know that I want that blessing. No, actually I don't. That one. I don't want to take too long doing this because I want to show off the new spell stuff. I also really need to find someone who's going to cast spells at me. Oh, we're not going to sit down. Got too many important things to do to sit down. Where we go? Books and cups over here. Okay, game time is good that we can go and sell some stuff, I think, fairly easily. It's 5 in the morning, so the shops will be open no matter where we go. Right. Much better. Gonna do this in solitude.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
I want to mistakenly sell something that I might be wearing. It's going to be bad enough if I mistakenly sell some of my soul gems that I don't want to sell. keep those. I should have put those back. And the boots, I think. Actually, no, I don't want the boots. Ooh, almost. $5,000. Not too bad. Do you have any magica potions? Thank you. And I might grab the minor healing. And the plentiful healing and the healing. The good thing about this character is I only ever have 100 health. So I don't need some of the really big healing potions. Any healing potion that does more than 100 points of healing is useless to me. Don't use it.
Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
And we're going to get to the point, hopefully not too long, before we don't really need magica potions either. Let's just quickly go home and drop off those mage hoods so that I don't forget that we have them. Put it in here. What can I do? Something interesting. Really want something that's going to have some mages in it, but can't think of any. No, actually, I think I'm going to leave it here. Go back inside and save. How are you going to have unlimited mana? What do you mean? Okay, so I currently have these boots and this necklace, this ring, this hood, and these robes, all setting my destruction spell cost to be less than normal. So when I can get my enchanting skill to the point where I can create those enchantments at 20% or higher, then I will be able to wear gear that will set my destruction spell cost to 0. So I will be able to cast any destruction spell in the game and not use mana, not use magicka. And so I can basically just sit there, like I could sit there and do, no, what? Well, it doesn't matter, but yeah, I could do sparks like this all day long and not use a single bit of magicka. Is that possible? It is certainly possible. I will show you. So this is my test character that I did, called Sparky Test. He has already gone legendary in Destruction. So essentially that's level 166 in Destruction. And I am wearing my Zap boots that give me 25% reduction in Destruction, my Zap hood, my Zap ring, and my Zap robes. I have there 101% reduction in Magicka when casting Destruction. So I can pick the most powerful spell there is, which is... where is it? Lightning Storm, here. This is the master level, the highest level lightning spell there is in the game. And you'll notice my Magicka bar isn't even there. Now, admittedly, I can't move, I can't do anything with this spell, because this spell is garbage. I hate this spell. But not using a single bit of Magicka. And I can just as easily throw out my elemental blasts and just do them continuously. No Magicka. Now, if I want to cast, say, a flesh spell, an alteration spell, yes, that costs me Magicka. But when I get to level 100 enchanting, which I didn't get this character to, I only got to level 87 enchanting. But when I get to level 100 enchanting, I can add an extra effect. So I could change the enchantments on these items so that they are both destruction and alteration. So it could be destruction spells cost 25% less, alteration spells cost 25% less. And I could put it on all four of those items, and I would be able to cast both destruction and alteration spells for no Magicka. So I basically just would not need Magicka anymore, because they're the only two types of spells that I use. And you can do it with any of the types of magic. You can create that. Sorry, you can create that setup on any build that you want. It takes some time to get there, but once you do it, it just doesn't cost you a single bit of Magicka to cast any of those spells. You know, raining fire from the heavens down on everything doesn't cost me a thing. So that's why I can still use this staff if I want to provide me with a bit of protection, but now my destruction spells cost me nothing. So I can just, like, I killed Alduin so easily with this build. Like, I have only just completed the main quest line of killing Alduin. But it was so easy because it cost me no Magicka, so I could just cast spell after spell after spell after spell. Admittedly, it only took about 5 or 6 hits to kill him in the end. And that's because this this elemental blast is doing so much damage at the moment. So the problem you have, I mentioned this at the start of the stream, but the problem that you have with magic is with physical attacks, you can, as your skill level goes up, the amount of damage that you do goes up. That doesn't happen with magic. And also, you can upgrade your weapons so that they do more damage, and you can enchant them so they do more damage. You don't have any of those abilities. The only things that you can do to get more damage out of your spells is dual wield them, but that does 2.2 times the damage, but costs you 2.8 times the mana. So it costs you more mana than it would to just cast those two spells at one after the other, bang, bang. Significantly more. And only does just a little bit more damage than if you cast them one after the other, bang, bang. But once you've got this thing that reduces the mana cost, dual casting is worth it then, because it's costing you nothing anyway and you're getting 2.2 times the damage. But out of all of the skills, there's really not a lot of stuff that actually improves the damage. It's only these three skills here: Augmented Shock, Augmented Frost, and Augmented Flames, and they only, at their maximum, make it 1.5 times damage. So when we looked at this spell here, this Elemental Blast, the expert spell does 135 points of damage, which means dual cast, it does, I think, 299, just under 300 points of damage. And that's an expert level spell. You've spent a lot of effort to get there. You would normally be using a fair bit of magicka to make that work as well. But 300 points of damage is not a lot when most melee characters can do that and more quite easily. And when you start talking about my crossbow builds that I did, sneak attack with a crossbow, if you've got the Dragonbone crossbow with Dwarven shock bolts, that was doing well over 400 damage, I'm pretty sure. And then when you sneak attack and triple the damage, that's 1,200 points of damage with a single hit. There is no way with magic you can get to that level. But this is the best way to build a mage. And you really only need 3 skills: Enchanting, Destruction, Alteration. If you don't want to go down Destruction and Alteration, that's fine. You can do it with, another good combination is Conjuration and Illusion with Enchanting. Or you can go Conjuration, Alteration. You can go, any sorts of combinations that you want. You could try and level every one of the mage skills, but I personally feel Destruction, Alteration is the best combination. And if you wanted to, you could do a battle mage like I've done in other builds where you do just Destruction and you don't bother with Alteration. The reason I go down Alteration, though, is because I get, an extra 30% spell resistance there, and then if I was to get up to Atronach, I could absorb 30% of the magic from a spell that hit me as well. And being a Breton, I've already got some magic resistance. So this current character is using one enchanted item, my necklace of 17% magic resistance, because normally I'd also have a ring, but I wanted that ring to increase the destruction. But I've currently got, what's that, 25, 55, 72% magic. Um, 100% mana reduction if you put a lot of effort into enchanting. How long does it take? If you can get your hands on enchanting potions to buff you up a little bit, you probably, I'm not entirely certain, I can't give you a definite thing, but somewhere in the 60 to 80% rating should be enough, because you can get Insightful Enchanter increases the skill enchantment on armors are 25% stronger. I think that's the one that affects how strong the... It doesn't mean that the... it doesn't mean that the enchantment goes plus 25%. It's just 25% stronger than it currently was. So if it was at 20%, 25% of that is 5, so it would go up to 25. What does Corpus Enchanted do? No, that one doesn't really help. But getting as many points as you can in Enchanter here, and Insightful Enchanter will help you as well. And then, so there's a trick. There's another trick to it, which I found recently. I didn't know about this. I just found it. When you... And I'm going to make a video on this, a separate video where I talk just about how to do all of this stuff, which spells to get and how to build this enchantment the right way, these enchantments. But if I grab, say, these Thalmor boots here, and some Grand Soul gems, yeah, all of them, thank you. If I try and put the Fortify Destruction enchantment, it doesn't let me put them on boots normally. I went to Radiant Raiment, the clothing shop in Solitude, and I just bought a whole heap of stuff, right? And I was going through and doing this, trying to put enchantments on things just to level up enchanting. And what I found is that... Let's actually just go and quickly do it. I'll go and buy these boots. There may be other items that break this as well, but there's a special set of boots that you can buy from this shop. So normally, that enchantment can go on a hood, like headgear, chest, rings, and amulets. So if you use those 4 items, you need the enchantment to be at 25%. To make it work. Damn it, we just ran out of time. Okay, so we go back into Radiant Raiment, but there is one special pair of boots. There might be more, but I know of just one that I've found so far. These boots right here, called Captain Boots. For whatever reason, they allow you to put the Fortify Destruction enchantment and any of those other fortifying, magic enchantments on them where other boots do not. So that gives you 5 items that you can enchant, which means as long as you can get your enchantment level up to 20%, so if you can produce a Fortify Destruction at 20%, or Fortify Conjuration, or whichever one you're trying to do, if you can get that to 20%, then you can wear those 5 items and not have to do anything. So if we look now, if I come here and go Fortify Destruction, for some reason the Captain's Boots can take that enchantment, where the Thalmor boots and any other types of boots that you find probably can't. I haven't found any other boots that do it. I haven't gone on a massive search for that. But what we can now see is if I go and put this enchantment on, that's now going to add destruction spell cost 23% less. That's over 20%. So I could enchant all of my gear at 23%. Those 5 items, I'm over 100 done. As long as you can get to that level. So it might take a while to get to that level. But here's the beautiful thing, right? First of all, they've got these flawed Vala stones now in the anniversary content. They work as a blank reusable soul gem, like the black star gem that you can get in this, but I think they only allow petty, lesser, or common. Right? But that's one thing that's nice. You can get those and you can just fill those up and then reuse them over and over again to get soul gems. And so that's really nice. There's a reason behind this madness though, because the Hasedoki staff also has soul stealing on it. So when I use that to knock away an opponent and then to keep them away from me, because that's really good, that staff, they get into melee range, you knock them back, and then you just hammer them with spells, and then you get a soul out of it, right? So you're always filling up soul gems if you're using that staff like that. Now, you have to use some of those souls to recharge the staff, yes, but you end up with a lot of soul gems. As you can see here, I have a lot of soul gems, filled or otherwise. I can then use those extra souls to practice my enchanting to get my level up, and it's not that bad. And every time I go out shopping, I look for blank soul gems if I've got the money. Once you get to that point where you've got enough money that you can just buy whatever you want, I just buy up all the blank soul gems I can find, so that anytime I go into combat, there's a good chance I'm filling up soul gems, so I can then just go and enchant whatever I want. And that's what I'm going to be doing in this playthrough. I'm going to be focusing on getting my enchanting level up as quickly as possible so that we can get our destruction to 0. I want to get enchanting to 100% so I can also potentially get alteration to 0. I'm going to get enchanting up to 100%. The beautiful thing, you can level up so quickly. Once you get enchanting up to 100%, go legendary, because you can still cast any of the spells. And if you've got your destruction gear, which is wiping out your magicka cost, so you're casting all of your destruction spells for 0 magicka, and you go legendary, you can then just pull up all of these expert spells and start casting them in combat and getting huge amounts of experience. Because when you're down at, like, 20 level 20 destruction, when you cast a expert or master spell, you get huge amounts of experience for that. So you'll level up really quickly. Plus, you've gone legendary, so you get all of the perk points back that you can spend anywhere else that you want to. It's just, I did that and it was just so great. It was so perfect. And it does affect a little bit the damage that you're doing with your destruction spells, because you've gotten rid of those attunements that you had that give you that extra 50% damage. But really, extra 50% is no big deal when you can just mass spam all the spells that you've got, because you don't have to worry about spending any magicka, because you've already wiped out the magicka cost. So yeah, this playthrough run is going to be maxing out destruction, maxing out alteration, maxing out enchanting, showing you how to do that with the Hasedoki staff and the new destruction spells. It works really, really well. And you won't be 1 or 2 shotting opponents, every opponent in the game, but you really, like, I've come across, I've done some of the dragon priests, and once I got to this level, not hard at all, because the Hasedoki staff is giving me all the protection from the magic they're throwing at me, and then I'm just spamming spells at them and occasionally sending off a knockback with the staff, and then just spamming spells. Because in case it wasn't clear, the knockback from the staff is at a distance. So if I find an opponent, is that going to have another dragon at it? Let's have a look. No, doesn't look like it. Oh yes, there we go. To see how I've just blocked part of his fire breath with the staff, and the knockback. The knockback works from any distance. Now it doesn't do huge stuff. Dragons are still... Oops. Dragons are still a problem because if they bite you and you've only got 100 health, you are a little bit screwed. But I can just cast these spells all day long, not have to worry. If I need to heal or something like that, I've then got plenty of magicka to do that. And you know, there's any number of spells I can pick. Let's see if I can wind up a lightning storm. Where is he? He's up there. Am I going to be able to get into a position before he bites me? Oh, come on. I'm stuck. Oh! Uh-oh. That's an example of how good the knockback on the staff is. There we go. So really, you know, as long as I'm concentrating, it's no big deal to take on anything with this build. And yeah, no magicka for my destruction spells. Gotta love it. Now, I could have dual wielded this spell and done a lot more damage to him a lot quicker, because that would be doing about 300 damage each hit. It probably could have taken him down with like 4 or 5 hits, but I wanted to show how good the staff is at protecting you. Because basically I took very little damage from his breath. The staff was protecting me most of the time. So let's just, where's home? There's home. Anyway, that's what we're going to be aiming for with the other character, the build. I'm going to leave this here. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow night, because internet's looking pretty good. I'm really happy. I've been keeping an eye on the quality of the stream and everything, and the bitrate has been excellent. I'm loving my new internet setup. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. You're not, as I said, you're not going to be able to one hit, but it is a very good mage build for anyone who wants to, and you can modify it to be whatever sort of mage you want to be. Yeah, everything should look a lot better now. It should all be the highest resolution at 60 frames a second, because I've got the higher bitrate. And 0 dropped frames. I've been nearly 4 hours and I had 0 dropped frames and 2.7 seconds rendering lag and all that stuff. Just not, and like the rock steady 6K, sorry, 6 megabit per second bitrate. It's yeah, I'm really happy with my setup. So looks good. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back. And I'll see you next time, where we are going to get stuck into the Mage Guild quest line and really push hard to get this enchanting as high as we can, as quickly as we can. We might even buy some enchanting skill training, which I didn't do in my test playthrough. But we might do that, because that'll get us there even quicker. So, see you later. Have fun. Bye now.